What if scarcity and poverty are actually just a mindset? This one might turn heads. I won't be surprised if it does, honestly. This could be a very controversial subject topic, right? Um, Throughout my entire life, I've been looking at things based on what I've learned, based on childhood trauma, in a very scarcity and poverty based way, right? I learned beliefs in regards to money that, like, for instance, money doesn't grow on trees. It's hard to come by. There's not a lot of it out there, so you might as well not go after it, right? And the fascinating thing is that I have no names or anything, but I have family that experienced hardships and poverty in the Great Depression, right? During the Great Depression. Um, I heard stories about stuff. I heard ways of, things that happened, things that couldn't happen because of the Great Depression and everything. I have my own thoughts and beliefs about the Great Depression and about that stuff and collective consciousness, collective scarcity, collective poverty, all that kind of stuff. But right now, I'm here to focus on scarcity and poverty just in terms of the mindset of it, because I have it's funny that I say I have beliefs about scarcity and poverty because quite honestly everyone does. It's not just me, it's not just a matter of what I believe, but the reality of the matter is that our beliefs shape our experiences, and they also shape what it is that we attract or what it is that we don't attract, right? um and it's funny that I'm making this video because I woke up to a comment on one of my videos talking about how somebody would like to hear me talk more about poverty slash scarcity. So here we are. And this is actually something that I'm super passionate about. I really do believe what it is that I'm about to say in this video. Um, and I've been hearing it said as well. So I'm not the only one who believes this. This is not just some like tinfoil hat fucking bullshit. No, this is like real. I mean, this is just the reality of the matter, right? So let's dive into it. Um, I believe that whatever it is that you believe to be true about reality is what is there, right? If you believe in scarcity, then you're going to experience an abundance of scarcity. If you believe in poverty, then you're going to experience an abundance of poverty. If you believe in abundance of um, lack, for instance, I think the best way to approach this is looking at the idea of lack, right? If you believe in an abundance of lack, then you're going to experience an abundance of lack. And it's fascinating too because during times like the Great Depression, um, I feel like it can collectively get to that point, which is why you would see mass poverty, is because people are easily sold on collective beliefs. This is why fear is such a powerful tool, because you can utilize fear to drive people to believe in an abundance of lack. And then, therefore, collectively, they will believe in that. But let's talk about and I don't know I'm not here to dive into any history at all. I'm not here to talk about any history. Um, I don't know the logistics or the history of the Great Depression. I don't know the things that took place and unfolded that led to the Great Depression. I'm not well versed on that, but what I am here to talk about is um, just lack mindsets, because I believe that whatever scarcity or poverty exists has a lot to do with a mindset based in lack. Because the fascinating thing is that, like, like you look at, well, it's like, well, Chris, what about abundance? Abundance is a neutral concept. I mean, it means a lot. It means like an abundance of things, right? It means an abundance of something, right? But can't you also have an abundance of lack? You could have a lot of lack, right? Um, I really believe that that's what this is all about, right? If you have a belief that there is a lot of nothing out there, if you believe that there is not a lot of money out there, you have a belief of an abundance of lack of financial means, right? And that's just the reality of it. I wholeheartedly believe that whatever it is that you believe to be true about reality is what it is that you'll experience. Um, and I've experienced this in my own life too, right? Um, the more I have shifted my energy, the more I've transformed my energy as I have healed, and the more I've looked at my own beliefs, specifically in this case, I think that whenever we look at poverty and scarcity, oftentimes we think about money, right? So let's look at money, right? Um, Money is a neutral thing, right? Whatever meaning we give to it is the exact way that we experience it, right? So if we see money as the root of all evil, right, we're going to keep money at bay. If money is bad, we don't want it close to us, right? I mean, we might not realize that we're doing that, but subconsciously or unconsciously, we're keeping that thing at bay, right? Scarcity, poverty usually has to do with both lack and fear, right? Um, and because of that, these elements keep whatever it is that we're experiencing as poverty at bay. It's over there, it's not here. It's not an equal vibrational match to you or to me. And that's just the reality of it, right? Um, it's very fascinating. I'm really grateful that we're in this day and age of all of this information where we can learn about, especially like neutrality. Like let me make this very clear. Everything that we experience and the way that we experience it has to do with the meaning that we attach to it, right? If you've experienced a lack of financial abundance in your life, it's probably because you have created, whether subconsciously or unconsciously, meaning. It would not be conscious, because if it was conscious, then you wouldn't do it. Um, Meaning around, for instance, money, right? If you have this belief that money is bad or that it's the root of all evil, it's going to stay out of your life because that means that you don't like it and that you don't want it. You might not realize that this is what it is that you're doing and this is what it is that you're creating meaning for it based around, but that's the reality of it, right? Whatever it is that you believe to be true about anything out there, whatever meaning you create around anything out there is the exact reality that it's going to be created for you. That's just the way that this works. Whatever meaning that you attach to anything. Let's take money out of the picture, right? Whatever meaning that you ascribe to anything, nothing in reality has any built-in meaning other than the meaning that you attach to it, right? So if your financial life sucks, if your relationship life sucks, whether it's romantic or platonic, if whatever it is that you experience, if it sucks, it's because you create meaning around it that fucks it up. That's it. Everything in life is neutral. It's the meaning that is ascribed to it by us that has us experiencing it in the exact way that we experience it. So if you have a hard time with money, if you feel like money is hard to come by, if you feel like money doesn't grow on trees, by the way, these are probably beliefs that you learned growing up, right? If you believe all of these things, yes, these are going to create your experiences of reality. So in the context of scarcity, of poverty, it's likely that you learned beliefs growing up, maybe from parents or caretakers, of scarcity and poverty around money. Whether it was, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, it's hard to come by, there's not a lot of it out there. That's not going to drive anybody to go and to try to make it, right? Oh, there's not a lot of it out there, so I might as well not even try. Oh, there. Let me talk a little bit slower. Oh, there's not a lot of it out there, so I might as well not even go try to make some of it for myself, right? It's just a belief. It doesn't mean it's true. It's just a belief, and that's also not true, right? So, like, it's fascinating because what if, for instance, things like, or I should say, events. time eras like the Great Depression, right? What if it actually was just a collective edition of, um, this whole game of scarcity and poverty mindsets, right? And maybe there were other things that contributed to it as well, but like, it's just so fascinating to me how we end up being unaware of the meaning that we attach to things, right? And how that actually does create our realities. Because it does. The meaning that we ascribe to things creates how we experience those things, right? Again, money is neutral. But if you choose to give it meaning as the root of all evil or as bad, yeah, it's not going to be an equal vibration to you and your experiences of life. It's not going to be right here dancing around your face, being like, I'm so happy to see you. Ha 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 ha. No, money's going to be like all the way over here. And then you're going to be like, what are you doing over there? Why don't you come over here? Oh, you think I'm bad? Oh, I do? Oh, wow, I do. Wow. Right? And then it's just like that. But that's not just for money. It's for everything, right? Let's expand it real quick before I end this video off. Um, Poverty, scarcity of love, poverty, scarcity of relationship, poverty and scarcity of this, that, and the other, right? Um, Whatever meaning that you ascribe to things is what you experience. Everything is neutral. Everything in reality in this life is neutral. The way that we experience it is based on the meaning that we ascribe to it. And maybe throughout your life, you have subconsciously or unconsciously created meaning around things that just, I don't know, it didn't help you over the long term. You saw it in a way that is scarce or lacking or poverty. And that's just the way that it is. But as long as you remember that everything in this life, everything in this reality has a neutral, it's not, has neutral meaning. No, it's all just neutral, right? We create the meaning, whether subconsciously or unconsciously. You want to change it, get conscious about it.